This is the LiberNovo Omni Dynamic Ergonomic Chair. By now you've no doubt seen the flood of positive reviews all over YouTube praising this chair as the possible new best ergonomic chair on the market. But you know me, I've been using it for some time now and I'm gonna break down everything where it excels and what could be improved and share my brutally honest thoughts and opinions. Let's roll that intro and talk some truth.
After years of doing product reviews, a new trend emerged where brands are now requiring reviewers to submit their videos for final approval before it ever goes online. Now this often means the brand can ask to remove anything deemed negative, which means product reviews are more influenced by the brand than ever. Now because of this, I vow that anything I review on this channel will not only cover the good and the bad, but because I don't produce ads, cover the ugly as well. It's time to get brutally honest about reviews. This is full transparency.
Brutally honest review.
Full transparency, this chair was sent to me for review with a whole list of talking points, and while I will cover every spec and feature the Omni offers, my opinions are my own and will have zero brand influence or bias. Now most of my videos are not sponsored, meaning I pay out of pocket to create content, so if you find this video helpful, consider using my links. I also have an ultimate goal of 100,000 subscribers. Help me reach 100K and I'll start giving away what I review to you. So we've got one chair, two colors, either midnight black or the version I have today, space gray. Either will cost you $1,099 retail. However, LiberNovo is having a pre-sale until October 20th when they start shipping, where you can get it for $848 USD, $12.92 Canadian, and receive a gift bag with goodies like a foot cushion, eye mask, eco bag, and cat scratch resistant mat. Now, I've seen a few comments on LiberNovo's Facebook ads that say something along the lines of, imagine putting this thing together. It's really not that complicated, so before we get into anything else, I'm going to show you the full unboxing and assembly. There's a lot to unpack here. This is one of the more loaded chairs I've reviewed, so let's do what I always do and start at the headrest and work our way down, talking about everything along the way. One of the first things you'll notice when you unbox the chair is how soft and gel-like the headrest feels, and that's because of the hydrophilic sponge memory foam. It measures a little under 13 inches wide, about 7.5 inches tall, has 3 adjustable points as you can raise or lower the height, increase or decrease the depth, and tilt the headrest upward or downward. And if you pull it too far in, you can pull this lever on the right side to push it back or completely detach it if you prefer no headrest at all. Now that brings us to the backrest, which uses 3 layers of material. The surface layer is made of a micro linen feeling elastic fiber. The middle layer is a flexible pressure relieving sponge, and the bottom layer is advertised as resilient material made of an aircraft seat. It measures 18 inches wide and about 21 inches tall. On the backside, it rocks what appears to be an exoskeleton that gives it a futuristic look. If nothing else, you'll know how it feels to be JP. All you need now is some techno music and robot ears. Now this is where things get interesting and where other chairs use the term to describe their chair, this time calling itself dynamic really is justified. LiberNovo calls this their Bionic FlexFit Backrest with an electric lumbar support unlike anything I've seen so far. Using the Ergo Pulse motor system that looks like something you'd find in a Tesla, it has a motorized massage function that'll stretch you out like no other chair can. Now they advertise it as a motorized spinal massage and skeletal stretch, which I think is important because brands like to throw the word massage around when really what they mean is vibrate. The left armrest has 3 buttons to control that function. The most inner button lets the motor go through its full revolution, giving your spine a really good stretch, while the other 2 buttons let you customize how much of that lower lumbar support you want to flex so it hugs and fits your back comfortably. Oh, we're not done yet. There's still one unique feature you won't find anywhere else, and that's the Smart Sync SyncroLink mechanism. As it reclines back, entire parts of the chair, the headrest, the armrest, even the seat, move in unison, so instead of that scary feeling some chairs have when you recline back and it feels like the chair might tip over, you instead feel secure and fully supported along the way. There's 4 settings: 105 degrees, aka deep focus, where you're fully upright and need to lock in for work; 120 degrees, or solo work, where you have a pretty decent recline but can still get work done; 135 degrees, also known as soft recline, which is aimed at those who want to game or stream in a relaxed state; and 160 degrees, aka spine flow, where you're all the way back. This is where you want to initiate what LiberNovo calls Omni Stretch mode, allowing the motor to fully decompress your spine. Next, we have one of the most important parts of any chair and a big reason a lot of gaming and office chairs are uncomfortable: the seat. It measures 21 inches wide with a depth just under 20 inches and is made with a multi-density cushion. While there's not much else listed on the spec sheet, I can say it is better than your typical foam seat. On the right side are your levers for adjusting the height of the chair and switching which recline mode you're in, with a twist knob under that to adjust recline tension. And on the left side, we have a rechargeable battery, which when fully charged will last an advertised 30 days. We then have the armrests, which are height adjustable, can slide forward and back, tilt inward and outward, and have the whole arm click closer or further from your body on the side. They measure 11 inches long, just over 4 inches wide, and feel like a soft vinyl material that support my forearms and elbows pretty well. Now, aside from the piston and plastic wheel base, which suits the chair just fine and maintains its weight even when fully reclined, that wraps up the features of the chair. The last thing worth mentioning is the footrest, which can have the bottom plastic part adjusted to tilt or lay flat, while the top cushion pad is slightly tiltable. This is going to play a big part in just how comfortable the Omni can be. I currently have the autonomous ErgoChair Pro, which obviously by the name claims to be ergonomic and customizable to fit your body, and I know the Omni is significantly more expensive, but when comparing the pure comfort level, there is no other chair in the ergonomic office space I've tried that comes close to the LiberNovo. Even the Herman Miller M-Body, which I reviewed some time back and returned, didn't feel this good. No bias, no brand influence when I recline in solo work mode, 120 degrees back, combined with the footrest. Well, let's just say I found my new daily work chair. The headrest is the best I've tried, and if you're a watcher of my channel, you'll know I'm not a fan of headrests as they typically push your head forward. With the Omni, my head and neck actually feel real support. But the Bionic FlexFit Backrest is definitely the highlight, and thanks to the SyncroLink mechanism, it feels like a glove holding you up when you lean back. With so much customization, there is one thing I find lacking that I'm surprised is not included, and that's the ability to control the seat depth and slide it forward. When I sit upright and don't use the footrest, I find there isn't enough seat to reach the back of my knees and leaves my legs feeling like they're hanging. Now, funny enough, when you add in the footrest and then go into solo work mode with a slight recline, the chair feels perfect. To their credit, it looks like 2 depth versions will be available, a 45cm and a 48cm to suit different body types. Even so, adding the ability to change the seat depth by being able to slide it forward or back would have been a nice addition that could suit everybody. My low back does get a little warm at times, but to be fair, my studio room is the warmest room in my apartment. It's definitely not as breathable as a mesh chair, but I take the Omni over a mesh any day. Now, I do have some questions about how long the padding will last, especially on the seat, so maybe I'll follow up in a year. And just for reference, I'm 5'6", about 180 pounds, and while the chair fits me just fine, I do wonder if it would be just as comfortable for those who are taller. Now, if you're over 6 foot and you own this chair, let me know in the comments below. This is a new brand and a new chair on the market, so some things can only be answered with time, but for now, if you're searching for that ultimate dream ergonomic chair and have already tried the M-Body or other high-end chairs and still aren't satisfied, I'd give the Omni a chance as it's won me over, and I'd have no problem recommending it. If you made it this far into the video, comment friends till the end and let me know if there's another product you'd like to see reviewed on this channel. Want to show support? Using my links costs you nothing and helps the channel earn a small commission. That's going to wrap things up for today. I'll see you next time.